Today's journey brought us to one of the most vibrant and historic cities of northern Greece, Thessaloniki. And in this vlog, I was exploring some of the most iconic landmarks of the Thessaloniki, from the famous Aristotelous Square to the Arch of Galerius, the ancient Rotunda, and finally the beautiful waterfront with the view of White Tower. Thessaloniki is the second largest city of Greece, a city where Roman emperors once ruled, Byzantine churches rose centuries ago, and today the sea, history, and modern life all blend together beautifully. Right now we are walking through Aristotelous Square, the most iconic public square in the city of Thessaloniki. Aristotelous Square was designed in the early 20th century by the French architect Ernest Hebrard after the Great Fire of Thessaloniki in 1917 reshaped the city's urban plan. The fire destroyed large part of the city, and the reconstruction plan introduced this grand and elegant boulevard that we see today. The square is named after the great ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, who was born not far from here. And as we walk through this square, you can see the elegant neoclassical buildings on both sides, wide open spaces, palm trees, and cafes filled with people. This area is really the social and cultural heart of this city. From Aristotelous Square, we began walking through the streets of the city to explore some of the Thessaloniki's remarkable Roman monuments. After a short walk, the first historical monuments we reached was the Arch of Galerius, also known locally as Camara. This impressive triumphal arch was built in the early 4th century AD by the Roman Emperor Galerius to celebrate his victory over the Persian Empire. Even today you can still see detailed carving on the stone showing scenes of Roman soldiers' battle and imperial ceremonies. It was fascinating to see such an ancient monument standing right in the middle of a busy modern street. From the Arch of Galerius, we walked just a little further and soon arrived at one of the oldest monuments in Thessaloniki, the Rotunda. The Rotunda was also built during the reign of Emperor Galerius in the early 4th century AD. Historians believe it may originally have been intended as a mausoleum or a temple, but over the centuries it changed its function several times. It later became a Christian church, and during the Ottoman period it was even used as a mosque. With its massive circular walls and huge dome, the Rotunda has stood here for almost 1700 years, making it one of the oldest surviving monuments in the city. One thing that really struck me about the Rotunda was its unique history. Over the centuries, this single building served different religions. It may have been built as a mausoleum or temple during the Roman period. Later it became a Christian church, and during the Ottoman period it was even used as a mosque. After exploring the Rotunda, we kept walking a little further to explore more of this historic area. And just a little further ahead, we came across the ruins of the Palace of Galerius. After exploring the historic streets and Roman monuments of Thessaloniki, we decided it was finally time to take a break and have lunch. So we stopped at a traditional Greek restaurant called Cafe Neopyrgos, located very close to the famous White Tower and the beautiful seafront promenade. After finishing our lunch, we walked towards the waterfront promenade of Thessaloniki, and as we moved closer to the sea from a distance, we could already see the iconic White Tower, which is one of the most famous landmarks of the city. The tower dates back to the 15th century during the period of Ottoman rule, and it once served as part of the city's defensive fortifications. Today there is a museum inside the White Tower of Thessaloniki, and visitors can explore the exhibits and also climb to the top to enjoy beautiful views of the Thermic Gulf. The Thermic Gulf, which you see here, is part of the Aegean Sea and forms the beautiful coastline of Thessaloniki. The waterfront is one of the most lively and scenic part of the Thessaloniki. People come here to walk, cycle, relax by the sea, or simply enjoy the refreshing sea breeze. On one side you can see the calm blue waters of the Gulf, and on the other side the vibrant city lined with cafes, restaurants and open public spaces. Especially in the evening, this waterfront becomes a favorite gathering place for both locals and tourists who come here to enjoy the sea views and the beautiful atmosphere of the city. And over there on the water, you can see a ship that looks like a pirate vessel. This is actually one of the famous pirate ships on Thessaloniki, which you can often see here along the waterfront of the Thermic Gulf. These pirate-style boats usually operate as sightseeing boats, offering visitors a relaxing cruise on the sea while enjoying beautiful views of the city and the waterfront. And with this beautiful view of the sea and the waterfront, this was my Thessaloniki tour for today. If you ever visit the city, I hope this video helps you explore these wonderful places. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more travel journeys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.